Welcome to the Switch Clicks Podcast, episode 97, recorded on August 16th, 2022. In this episode, we'll be discussing our all-time favorite songs from video games. My name is Dakota, and today I'm joined by Kaiser.
Yeah, let's go.
And Tyler.
Hello.
So there's not really much going on this week, so we decided to show off some of our favorite songs from video games. And from the list that you guys have chosen, we all have very different tastes, but they're all very good. Play a portion of our song first, just so the audio listeners can listen to the song, and then we'll discuss whatever that track was afterwards.
The audio listeners, as opposed to the people that watch the FBI who are currently watching us through our computer screen.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's you wanted to go first, Kaiser. So let's hear what you got.
Yeah.
We are going to be very, very strict, I think, as we are
Music connoisseurs, indeed. On this particular track, it is something that really left an impression on me when I played this game. It's very foreboding and powerful. And of course, I'll talk about Death Republic. And that, my friends, was Republican Death, baby.
wow, very heavy. In my professional opinion.
And also pretty metal.
Yeah, it honestly sounded something that would come from Guilty Gear, without the lyrics.
If you're thinking Strive, of course, but the one you heard right there, Death Republic, came from the first Guilty Gear game, baby. The trashiest, but frashiest of them all. Oh, yeah, that particular song plays before a reveal of a boss. Each one, really. Every single boss.
That would make me quite scared for the boss.
There's no need. All you have to hear is the music, and you just crap your pants.
And it's a nice enough song to where I don't really think it would get boring. Like, no matter how many bosses it's not really one of those songs where you'd be like, oh, this again.
Yeah, but there's only 2 bosses.
Oh, yeah, and that's
Is-
also nice.
Honestly, bosses really do. Everyone talks about boss views. Oh, this boss view is so cool. Now, have you heard of the Flame Lurker? Nah, take a gander. Georg's theme from Majora's Mask.
I did want to mention with that song, they had kind of a cool section in the middle where the sound went from the left to the right to the left to the right.
Oh yeah,
Which
that's-
was Guilty Gear on any consoles?
yeah, PS1.
Yeah, it was on PS1.
But the thing is, they spent most of the most of the effort went straight into the music alongside just the animation and look, not really much the gameplay, because it's hot garbage. The best kind of hot garbage, not the unplayable kind of hot garbage. The best kind of
That's-
hot garbage.
A glowing review.
Yeah, and multi-directional sound was not very common back then,
Right.
so
Exactly. We did have stereo sound. Death Republic still leaves a strong impression on me to this day.
It kind of leads nicely into my next song, which is probably a nostalgia pick, but you know. You kind of get it. It starts repeating from there. But I know personally, this is like the champion theme in my mind, as HeartGold, SoulSilver were the first games I played, and I can think of myself like so many memories come flooding back with that music. It's like the definitive Pokemon music in my head. Anytime I think of Pokemon battles themes or anything, it's like the first thing that comes into my mind. And it's just all these memories of like, I don't know, fighting the champion. And like there was a specific thing I'd do, like when I was fighting like legendary Pokemon, I'd throw the Pokeball, put down my DS in like the bathroom and run away, and then come back later to see if it caught, because I thought that would help.
Didn't everybody do that?
Various things like that.
If you look at it, if you look at it, it will get caught.
And just everything, even going back to the song, it's really nice that it doesn't suck. The initial build up to the song actually happening, I don't know, everything about this song is just like definitive Pokemon to me, and I'm very happy with it.
It is peak Pokemon. You can't go.
It came from the peak Pokemon game. It came from the peak of Pokemon. This is the highest Pokemon ever got in some people's, including my mind.
At the peak of Mount Silver.
Although I might just be massively biased.
I mean, yeah, I unfortunately didn't have any nostalgia for Red or any of those games because I started with Black 2, and then I went to
years later.
Pokemon X and Y. But yeah, I never really had any nostalgia for any of the older Pokemon games. I don't think I've played the first one multiple times, but I don't have nostalgia for seeing Red.
Fair enough. I didn't either. I didn't know who Red was when I first fought.
Oh yeah.
You might as well keep on track with the Pokemon because I do have one on my list. And this one I do have major nostalgia for. And obviously that gets repeated again and again afterwards. Mm-hmm. So, but I really, really like it. That's like, you said that beforehand, that was your Pokemon song. This is my Pokemon song. I religiously played this game. It's my most played 3DS game with like probably like 200 hours, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for Pokemon, that's a lot to me.
Oh, most definitely.
I
ridiculous.
don't particularly like X and Y that much, but it is really nice to see the evolution between those two tracks, like the evolution of the way that they're actually able to use like an actual band and not as much as they can get on a DS. I like, as much as I don't love X and Y, it's definitely not for the music.
Oh yeah.
The music in that game is, like most Pokemon games, really good.
I think my favorite part is probably, I don't know what kind of drum it is in the back, but it's the one that's just constantly going boom, 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 boom.
I like the bass guitar at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Just like a very subtle little riff in the background.
Yeah, and it's not quite rock, but it is like
I would say it's more progressive rock than anything.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing really, not because progressive as it's slowly progressive, but more so kind of the style of not the tunings, and it's like,
I think X and Y is probably the closest Pokemon got to like pop music.
For something that you have to listen to like again and again and again for how many battles there are in a Pokemon game, it has to be good
Yeah.
and not annoying.
Exactly.
Which makes it kind of extra special. Like there's a different kind of it's like a different, entirely different beast. A Pokemon battle you're supposed to hear like once or twice, as opposed to the Pokemon battle you're supposed to hear 100 times.
But speaking of just regular battles, this particular track is one that really stuck to me for quite the longest time. It's from one of my favorite games of all time, period.
That sounds like I can almost picture myself as Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
As a conductor.
Absolutely do not blame you.
It really feels like an adventure.
That's because it is.
I mean,
It
it
is
is
supposed to be the adventure. Yeah, it has a quest in the name. I wonder where they got that from. But this track is played all the time in Dragon Quest V, which personally most well polished game on emotional and gameplay level. It's hard for me to just not gush about it every time it's brought up into a discussion. It quite literally, I really like Dragon Quest. Hey, have you played? Hey, have you played? Have you played Dragon Quest? Have you played Dragon Quest V? It's majestic with how Sugiyama really composed it. God rest his soul.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so we've had all these good like segues into the next song. This one does not have a good segue. But it's Cuphead. I like Cuphead.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the dice. By chance they came upon Devil's Game, and gosh, they paid the price. Paid the price. And now they're fighting for their lives on a mission fraught with dread. And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
It's just the intro song of the game, and I'm pretty sad because with the new update they replaced it with a new one because Miss Chalice is a different character, so they can't just have Cuphead and Mugman. But it's I think like the perfect song to just get you into the
vibe is like no other game like ever. Like no other game has leaned that far into that kind of animation style, and let alone the music as well as in the time. And it did sound like the piano that they used might have been a real piano and not digital.
Yeah, they would have to
Quite
be
possibly.
real. If it wasn't, oh.
It's just so the barbershop quartet into just a soft piano about a story of two Cup brothers making a bad deal with some devil. I don't
What,
know.
the devil?
It's just such a night. I like how the kind of like calming, nice barbershop quartet end with wonderful, the devil will take their heads. Just like, oh, okay, there's stakes in this game.
Yeah, and it also kind of summarizes the game pretty well.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much story you
It's
need
just
to add to it.
It's just a very cute song that I think intros you very, very well into Cuphead.
It really does speak to like the game and even the characters too, because of how it kind of goes along, right? For the most part, I really love songs that tell a story too, not just, oh, here's a
This
little
one quite
ballad,
literally tells you a story.
and then read the full story, the whole picture already.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of can relate skins to characters. Yeah, I am a big fan of character themes. But the next one, ooh, it'll be, ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, get ready, everyone. There's gonna be a lot of hordes in it. Absolutely prepare yourself.
Well, that was certainly something.
Oh yeah, Wind God Girl. Oh, from Phantasmagoria Flower View. Long name, long game actually.
The first few seconds of that song were just utter chaos.
Exactly. Like I said, they represent the character.
When did this game come out? Because the song sounds a little bit old almost. Like the piano song, the piano sound that they used sound a little bit.
Oh yeah, the game came out in 2005.
Well, that's not the worst, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The because here's the thing about the Toho series games, right? Like it's that they're completely done, at least for mainline games, done by one person alone. Programming, art, music, especially music, and the gameplay. And part of the reason why he made the Toho games so he could like say, "Hey, well, let's listen to my music." Like while he fires dozens, if not billions, of bullets at you as you frantically dodge through them. But hey, you're bopping your head, jamming to some tunes. Like this particular track really gets me because I could have chosen other tracks that are either majestic, have more energy, majestic, like really tell a story, and of course, being majestic. For Wind God Girl, it really gives the character, not to not to the character, but to the theme. Not, and that's the thing about the Toho series. There's not really a lot of songs that sound the same. They're all different, and they cater to each and every character too. Every boss, not mid boss, boss has their own boss theme. Oh, maybe I should have chosen a more majestic song, or maybe I should bring up the remix.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I still kind of see the general tune, but they just add like everything you want to put into rock and then just crank it.
Oh yeah. Big thing about Tori's music is the fact that there's a lot of influences from metal, really.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Googling the song, there's a lot of Osu players that play it.
Oh, of course,
Seems
it's
like a
where
good Osu song.
Devotory songs are very popular for on Osu, specifically because, well, obviously they're bop. If you aren't bopping to them,
I think my
Yes.
next song doesn't it's not really the song itself, but I think I just have nostalgia and kind of memories of hype for it.
so it's about the story.
Kinda, yeah. The lyrics make no sense at all in English, I will say.
Oh boy, is it Pikmin?
But I just have amazing memories with it, and the instant any Nintendo fan hears it, they will know what it is.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. On that day when the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life.
Okay, honestly, I think people get the point. You've probably heard it a billion times.
Fair
But I
enough.
don't know.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
at
not
that Nintendo
sure.
E3 presentation, and I don't know. It just brings back memories.
I'm not sure if it's a controversial
Okay,
take, but I think I like Brawls more still.
everyone loves Brawl's theme more. It's crazy good. You got them singing Latin, all right, not boring English or Japanese, all right. You can't beat Brawl's theme, all right. You
But
can't
this
beat
got
it.
very close. For like a month, I think I did like it more. And then I went back to liking the other one. But it got
Yeah, but
close.
I think I
And
like it
that's,
so
for
much
me,
just because it played during the background of when they were revealing all the characters, and then you realize,
Mhm.
oh, they're all coming back. And somehow in
You're
that
in
trailer,
math class and you're like,
yeah, I was actually
oh, yeah.
in science class, and I was like in the
Close
front row
enough.
watching it. I was like freaking out on my chair. Not even I decided to skip whatever assignment the teacher gave us that day. I just wanted to watch the direct.
Over and over again.
It was so hype. That's the only reason why it just floods me with memories.
Quite a bit of storytelling there, right?
Yeah.
Right there. Oh wow. You know, that theme is great, though. I might be a little biased. I like the Japanese version a bit more comparatively.
I
Yeah.
think we're in a talk of nostalgia. And here's a game I'm nostalgic for, that no one else has probably played. That song is essentially the song that plays every time you draw in the game, which is a lot, as the
To
game is
life?
called Drawn to Life. I guess just a brief synopsis for anyone who hasn't played it, and also I'm going to spoil the ending because I think it's funny. It's a game where you play as these little, what are essentially cat girl people who ask the creator,
girls?
who is you. Essentially, they're essentially just a bunch of cat people.
Oh yeah, I did play the game.
They are bunny people, I guess. But they ask you,
Bunnies?
the creator, to draw stuff so they can beat the evil Wilfrey. And then you draw them a hero and various things that that hero does. And the game ends as it's all a coma in some dying kid's mind.
No, there's no that. I just no. Here's the thing, because of like how controversial the ending was, they re-released it.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just the Wii version when they released it, they cut out the coma
God.
ending. And when they made the sequel, like years in the future, they acted as if the coma ending never happened, I think, which I think is funny. And I'm going to keep this brief. I'm keeping my description brief as I do want to just play one last song as like an honorable mention, just because
Oh,
I
I got
think it
another
sounds
one
pretty.
coming, maybe.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else.
Yeah. Okay. If you listen to that, there's actually the good. No one even gets to listen to the good part. If you want to listen to the good
Find it
part,
yourself.
you look it up
Find
yourself. Yeah, find it little idiots. Anyway, I haven't even played the game.
Oh, you disgust me,
Insulting them.
man.
I haven't played
Disgust
the
me beyond
game, but the
belief.
song just sounds pretty. The song just sounds pretty,
Yeah, I
and I
love
like it.
the moment when that song plays in the story.
I love the beat drop that no one will ever be able to hear. All right, what's our grand finale?
Or grand finale, or are we gonna get an encore?
So this game is very underrated, and it kind of died. It's not on anybody's spectrum anymore. But it's a really fun game, and I wish people would play it more.
Yeah, I love Ninjala. I mean, Knockout City.
Oh yeah,
You hurt me.
good. You heard that was a much for
Actually, I think that's a fantastic grand finale. That song It goes so much harder than I thought it did.
Well, it's
Yeah,
the
that theme goes
finale.
way harder than it needs to be.
Than the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it fit quite nicely. I do love Ninjala.
Exact. Same here.
I actually think this game, the song is so good because it mixes, like, first of all, the lady's voice comes in, like, halfway through, and she goes off. I didn't play it all the way through,
Wow.
but if you go closer to the end, she gets really, really good. And then the mix of, like, drums that are, like double tapping itself, and then there's, like, the whistle every once in a while, and it uses elements of fighting in its song.
It feels
so
like you're
weird.
gonna go see the match of the century.
Yeah.
And then you go to have to watch ARMS.
Oh, come on.
I'm being so mean to ARMS. I've only played the game once for like 20 minutes.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, I played it a lot, and when you open the game, you get that song instantly, and like I could sit on that menu screen forever because this is what plays.
There's so many menus.
Yeah,
There's so many
fair
menu themes that do get me glued. Not gonna play any of them, of course. We're kind of running out of time. Well, we're not out of touch.
I mean, obviously, all three of us have different tastes. You can kind of tell.
I haven't even scratched the surface, man.
We'll have to make a sequel once this video gets 1 million and 2 views.
Yeah, and then Nathan will show up with all Zelda themes.
Exclusively Zelda.
Maybe
Yeah.
if we do focus on one franchise.
Want to know what my favorite music ever is? The outro music to our YouTube channel.
Oh, exactly.
Hit it.
Da-da-da-da-da. We'd love it if you could follow us on Twitter and listen to future episodes on Spotify and iTunes. Join our community Discord server to continue today's discussion. And we'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks podcast.